It's time for another one of my weekly highlight videos for Belong's Mortal Kombat 11 Arena Clash, a UK league featuring new or up-and-coming UK players competing in weekly online cups from their respective Belong territories, all building towards an offline final at Insomnia 65 later this year. This week, the stream featured the Kingston Harriers facing off against the Milton Keynes Enigmas. We had a mix of UK FGC locals and newer players alike, which is exactly what to expect with every Arena Clash broadcast. Let's get into Week 3's top plays and highlights. TKT DEACONFROST of the Harriers is the first player to grace the highlights this week. In game number 2, he purposefully whiff punishes Jack-O-Lantern with a slide for two reasons. First, slide in this variation with Sub-Zero is extremely fast, and when amplified, does exceptionally good damage. Secondly, it gave DEACONFROST a free opportunity to tick another amplified slide off the crushing blow requirement, as 3 amplified slides will cause the third to crushing blow for huge damage, which essentially won him the round afterwards. Great resource management, absolutely fantastic. Here, Jack-O-Lantern pressures on Wake Up with Scorpion's forward 3-4. As DEACONFROST pressed buttons, he's clipped and it's a counter hit. Forward 3-4 crushing blows when counter hit and can be special cancelled, which is exactly what Jack-O-Lantern's does. He chooses the amplified spear to make sure that DEACONFROST is still in the corner and ends with the 2-1-2 crushing blow for a second one, and it deals damage over time. This play was a smart one because it's all about maintaining corner positioning and ensuring that the following mix-up was as close as physically possible. The back 3 overhead won the round this time. This one's the classic Scorpion play. Jump in to bait an anti-air, and then use the air teleport to beat the anti-air and fully punish as, when amped, Scorpion's teleport full combos. DEACONFROST bets it big with a fatal blow, but even that is no match for the side switch of teleport. This was the series winning play as well. FUNKYWEED shows off Scarlet's zoning potential in the next series, combining Blood Ball into Tentacle and using MRBRICKA's Impatience against him. This was across 2 games, and it was put into full effect. There's not much to break down here other than the ranged game versus opponents who don't respect the jailing of a full-screen Blood Ball is highly effective. This was a swift 2-0 because of that full-screen gameplay. Although HEROESNZ from the Enigmas may be a known top player in the UK scene, he gets a little bit too big for his boots with a mercy attempt gone sour. An anti-air combo getting dropped throws off his timing, and then immediately gets confused as to which noob Cybot projectile is coming his way. Spirit Ball in the Dark Sabbath variation, which is more popular, can be blocked. However, the Ghost Ball in Seeing Double, which is the variation the Harmless Goat is running here, cannot be blocked at all. This clearly surprises Heroes, who attempts a Plan B throw attempt and eats a full fatal blow for his troubles. The final round is a nail-biter for sure. Again, it boils down to Heroes not being prepared for the unblockable Ghost Ball, which once again throws off his timing. That said, he patiently waits for a button to be thrown out, which is exactly what happens here, and punishing a high with a down 2 allows for a crushing blow. Almost facing disaster with another combo drop, the minus frames allow Homeless Goat to throw him, and the previous Noob Cybot throw was escape failed. This means that the crushing blow was able to come out. The last ounce of patience shows though, because waiting for a hasty decision against a Noob Cybot with no health is always the best choice to make. Full punish and the round win. Things went much smoother for Heroes in game number 2. This clip here highlights a really high-level side switch combo. Cassie can forward dash after amplifying low gunshot and still pick them up with a standing 1 on the other side. You just have to dash underneath them. This meant that Heroes can both remove himself from the corner and enforce corner positioning after low blow. Bonus points for the Mercy at the end, even if it almost fell apart for a second time in a row. This moment right here is just ridiculous. FUNKYWEED makes the hardest of hard reads with a close-range teleport, and it goes right through DEACONFROST's fatal blow attempt. His own fatal blow in retaliation wasn't a bad choice either, because Scarlet has one of the faster fatal blows in the entire game, ensuring that the whiff punish was 100% guaranteed. HEROESNZ changes variations with Cassie this time, and the big change when swapping Cassie's variations is that this one has the drone stun attack, and when amplified allows for a full combo, but giving her the option of grounded, unbreakable damage. It essentially meant that every time heroes touched MRBRICKA, there was nothing that could be done about the damage. You'll notice that pretty much every combo here ends in a restand, and obviously if you're not knocked down to the floor, you can't wake up attack. MRBRICKA evidently was uncomfortable dealing with it on defense, making the variation swap a very smart decision. MRBRICKA let loose in game number 2 versus Jack-o'-lanterns. Usually, Sub-Zero likes to mix things up with forward 2, the overhead, or back 3, the low. Bricka opts to go for slides as the low choice instead, which, while very unsafe on block and definitely not the usual strategy, it ticked off the crushing blow requirement of the slide really early, and it clearly kept Jack-o'-lanterns really uncomfortable. Sometimes in these kind of events, it's what you don't expect that you should fear the most, especially against Sub-Zero, who has crushing blows attached to these kind of hard read decisions. The final play is what allowed the Milton Keynes Enigmas to take this week's clash overall. It's FUNKYWEED using Scarlet's range normals at their perfect ranges. Notice here how far away Funky is and how the buttons pressed are still reaching just at the right spot. This is why Scarlet is such a strong space control character. She occupies this space, and if you get caught trying to move or press buttons, she will chew you up completely, which is exactly what happened here. The MVP for Week 3 overall has to be HEROESNZ, one of the UK's heavy hitters in the offline circuit, and without question a player to watch out for in future weeks. The reason he's MVP this week is simple. Almost every game won resulted in a mercy for better or worse, and I have to give props for that level of confidence. Even when it didn't work, he'd just do it again. This is the next level of mind games, and it has an added effect in a higher level of play, so congratulations. Week 3 was a great introduction to what Milton Keynes have to offer in this UK league. And remember that if you want to get involved yourself, head to belong.gg/arenaclash for all the information that you need. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.